Anthony Edwards was shooting a dismal 33% in the field, and it's not entirely Mavs' defense. No, he was just exhausted. He literally needs oxygen tanks to keep him in the game. Why? Because he's guarding one of the greatest, most skilled point guards who ever touched the hardwood, Kyrie Irving.
Kyrie, he's got Tucker in a blender! Irving for the win!
Off the bounce.
And believe me when I say that he's not the first one to feel the daunting task of guarding one of the premier ball handlers this game has ever seen. Here are times Kyrie Irving showed a masterclass and left his opponents gasping for air. Anthony Edwards was the talk of the town after he and the Minnesota Timberwolves took down MVP Nikola Jokic and the defending champion Denver Nuggets in 7 games. In the presser, Anthony Edwards was eager to guard one man, not Luka Doncic. He wants number 11. "My matchup is going to be Kyrie," Edwards said, "so that's going to be fun. We're going to see what I can do versus him." It might sound like an innocent comment from Edwards, but for these players, it's a challenge. The young superstar just took down the MVP. In his mind, he can take everyone. Then, Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals came. Edwards stuck to his word. He was Irving's primary defender from the opening tip, and from the get-go, he was getting cooked. Irving's deep bag was too much for Ant. Kai was putting Edwards on an island. He was pulling all the moves against Edwards. Wicked Hesus, sudden bursts of speed, crafty layups, everything. Kyrie was just toying with Ant. Kyrie went 11 for 14, scoring 24 points in the first half, talking about setting the tone. Kyrie and Luka wrapped it up in Minnesota to get a step closer to the NBA Finals. In the presser, Kyrie was asked about his reactions to Ant's comments before their duel, and he responded like a champ.
You at home minding your business the other night.
Yeah, what about it?
You with your beautiful family just chilling, probably having a nice meal, and then the young fella says, "I got Kyrie." So, and you said, "Excuse me?"
Yeah.
And he said it again. He said, "I got Kyrie."
Yeah.
That's the most aggressive you've been in a long time.
Yes, sir.
I know that had to irk you a little bit.
Use it as a motivation.
In Game 2, it was the same narrative. Kyrie was just having his way with Ant. In fact, Ant needed to be rested for a couple of minutes to put on an oxygen mask. That man was gassed. He was so focused on defense that he became a liability on the offensive end of the floor. That's what Kyrie does to his defenders, and it's not the first time that he's done such a thing. Boston Kyrie was often erased from memory by most of his fans, but what they had there was something special. He still put up a consistent 24 points per game in almost 50-40-90 shooting splits. He was a menace back then, and there's this one time that a rookie not just chose to trash talk Kyrie, but he talked trash to masked Kyrie. That's even worse. In the 2017-2018 season, rookie Dennis Smith Jr. decided that it was a great idea to get into Kyrie's face early in the game. What did Kai do? He let his game do the talking. When DSJ tried to pump on the pedals, Kyrie shut him off with a nasty block, and it did not stop there. On the other end, Kai hit him with a wicked Hesse for an easy lay. Way to shut that kid up. You know what's scarier than a masked Kyrie? Ramadan Kyrie. In 2021, Kyrie showed his commitment to life beyond basketball when he converted to Islam. One of the most important occasions, especially in the Muslim community, is Ramadan, Islam's holy month where nearly 2 billion adherents observe the daily fast from sunup to sundown, and Kai was no exception. Kyrie would show up to games with no food and even no water. He would need to rely on the stored energy of his body to be able to perform. Kai didn't even use this as an excuse to miss games. In fact, during Ramadan this 2023-2024 NBA season, Kai was tearing it down. From March 10th to April 9th, Kyrie averaged 36.3 minutes per game, producing 26.3 points, 5.7 assists, and 5 rebounds per game, not to mention his 51% shooting from the field. He even earned a Player of the Week award during Ramadan, but one of the most memorable moments of Kyrie's legendary run during Ramadan was against the Denver Nuggets. The game is tied at 105. In a game where Luka has been the man with 37 points, everyone expected the ball to go to his hands, but they forgot one man, Kai. Kyrie received the ball from the inbounder and quickly made a move just above the free throw line and threw a running one-hand left hook shot over the MVP, Nikola Jokic. And oh boy, as soon as that ball left his hand, you just knew it was money, just like prime Kyrie.
Kleba looking in for Irving. Irving for the win!
Speaking of prime, this might be a hot debate. What do you think was prime Kyrie? Uncle Drew in Cleveland? Boston Kyrie? For some, it was Nets Kyrie. Sure, his tenure with the Nets might rub off as a failure, but statistics don't lie. In his 4 years with Brooklyn, Kai averaged well over 27 points per game, shooting 42% from the three-point line and 92% at the stripe. He was a walking 27-5-5 in Brooklyn. It stinks that injuries riddle Kyrie's run with the team, but when he's able to play, he was a monster. In a game against Orlando in 2022, Kyrie played absolutely out of his mind when he dropped a career-high and franchise record 60 points in 20 of 31 shooting. The young Orlando squad cannot believe their eyes as they were left confused on how to guard a wizard like Kyrie. He was doing spot-up three-pointers like he was prime Kyrie Korver. If you sag off on Kyrie, he's just going to pull the trigger. If you get too close, he's going to reach deep in his bag and cook you with the nastiest crossovers. When you're defending Kyrie, you just have to pick your poison and pray to the gods above that he misses. Of course, most of the time, that does not work. The thing about Kai is that he's just fearless. Remember that one time when he challenged a prime Kobe Bryant in a one-on-one game as a 20-year-old? How many 20-year-olds do you think can challenge the Black Mamba head-on?
Yeah, me and Kobe, he said that he wants to bet me 50 grand. He's walking out right now. He said he wants to donate 50 grand to his charity if we play one-on-one. It's on the table, though, me and Kobe, one-on-one.
Brother has had balls ever since he stepped foot in the league. He's not the one who cowers in big moments. In this season alone, Kyrie shot over 50% on clutch baskets in under 1 minute, leading the rest of the league. We all know that Kai was a big shot maker, especially when he cemented his legacy in the legendary 2016 NBA Finals against the greatest regular season team of all time, the 73-9 Warriors. Point guards are often the most compared players when it comes to the NBA Finals. These floor generals dictate the pace and orchestrate offenses. Now, what if these 2 point guards are generational one-of-one talents facing off to get that coveted Larry O'Brien trophy? Steph or Kyrie? This debate has come up at least once on every basketball social media account. Who has the better handles? Better shot making? These two are considered the most explosive scorers in their primes, and it was a treat to see them battle it out on the grandest stage of them all. Their rivalry culminated in the 2016 NBA Finals, when the Golden State Warriors were aiming to get back-to-back championships while the Cavs were seeking revenge. And pretty sure, if you're not a hardcore NBA fan, you knew what happened. You just had to be there for the 3-1 comeback. Kyrie was playing Robin into LeBron's Batman, but in the final 3 games of that series, Golden State was playing against 2 Batmen. Game 5, Kai and James played for over 40 minutes and dropped 41 points each. That's 82 out of the Cavs' 112, and Kai did it in just 24 shots, shooting just 2 free throws. An absolute masterclass. Curry was dumbstruck at how he could defend Kyrie. The Cavs were always targeting Curry on the defensive end, and he can't do anything but watch those buckets pile up. The Cavs rode the momentum to force a Game 7 in Oakland for a chance to rewrite history. Game 7 was remembered by 2 plays, the block and the shot. With a minute remaining and the game tied at 89 apiece, Kyrie put Steph Curry on an island and hit him with a wicked in-your-face three-pointer to send the Cavs to the promised land.
Irving and Curry, one-on-one. Irving puts it up. It's good! Kyrie Irving from downtown!
Just a thing of beauty. No hesitation, all in one motion, as calm as it gets. Butter. That would go down as the greatest shot in NBA Finals history. Uncle Drew was a different animal. 8 years later, Kyrie is still as dominant, spearheading the Mavs to their first Finals appearance since Dirk did it in 2011. For Kai, his career is far from over. Kyrie has always been an anomaly, and Ant and the Wolves are learning it the hard way. And that, folks, is a glimpse into the incredible journey and unmatched skills of Kyrie Irving. He has consistently shown why he's one of the most feared and respected players in the league. His impact on the court is undeniable, and his ability to rise to the occasion continues to amaze us. But now, we want to hear from you. With Kyrie still going strong and showing no signs of slowing down, what do you think the future holds for him? Do you see him leading the Mavericks to a championship, or do you think there are other surprises in store for his career? Let us know in the comments below. What do you think is Kyrie Irving's greatest moment in his career so far, and where do you see him heading next?